When I think of my mother, I think of one song that she played for me one time on the piano. I think it's the only thing she knew. And it was Bringing in the Sheaves. It was an old Methodist hymn, and she played it on the black notes. She always saw to it that my sister and I had piano lessons. She thought that was very important. But she had not had a musical background except what she learned in the church growing up in Arkansas. She was from a real rural area where there wasn't much culture, no symphonies. They didn't even finish high school out there. She had to go into the next town to finish high school. And so I'm at a concert today where it's very meaningful to me that we just heard the West Coast premiere of Florence Price's second violin concerto, who was African American from Arkansas. She was born not far from where my mother was born, a little bit earlier than my mother. And to think there was this cultured black family there, not far from my mother's very rural white family, it's so interesting to me to think of how that came together in that time and how amazing Miss Price was to have followed the classical direction. And the race relations at the time were so complicated and still are, but the few black people I think my mother knew in Arkansas were servants. And she used to speak very kindly of a washerwoman they had. I don't remember her name, but if I'm talking too long, tell me. She recalled 1918, the flu epidemic of 1918, when millions of people died in this country from Spanish flu, which the World War I soldiers had brought back. And out there in the country, my mother recalled that her whole family was lying in bed, deathly ill, and she said we would have died except this washerwoman kindly brought homemade soup and left it on the fence post. And that's why we got through that. And, you know, she spoke so kindly of her. So the concert and the music memories make me think of all that complicated time.